Hey Tokio Hotel TV, we wanted to show you our new, we call it Mothership. This is basically the heart of our show. I rebuilt the whole thing myself. No, I'm just kidding. It's with these two guys and Mint Audio Solutions. We rebuilt the whole rack and we had to buy everything new. We had to come up with something new because, as you guys know, last year our whole backline got stolen and it was very heartbreaking. But we took the opportunity to get something completely new, and this is insane. I mean, this is just...
This is probably the most advanced setup around, for sure, in Europe. I mean...
It's very versatile, which is great because it's in the case. As I said, these guys came up with it and we just have everything in there. I'm playing with my campers. I have all my sounds, my original monsoon sounds in there and everything I'm using for many years. But this way it's very simple and easy. We have the Apollos in here, which we use, and they sound great. I even use them in the studio. We have the Sense amp, which is Georg is using. He's playing through the Sense amp. And then we have Mac Minis built in there. You can't see them because they're rack mounted.
Yeah, and so the cool thing is also like everything is redundant. So we have like two versions of like the campers, the Sunsam and the Apollo.
Yeah.
And we also send MIDI through the stage with this like MIDI interface.
The Mothership. With the Mothership, yeah. Which is really, really cool. We're using all the sounds that we're using on the record. Some of them are sampled, some of them are original instruments that we're running through. Now they have 4 monitors, which is amazing because they can see the show. We're running the show through the newest Ableton Live. We have all the patches from the keyboards and everything in main stage, and so we're using sampled sounds, real instruments and all of that to achieve the best sound possible. And the biggest challenge always was, and maybe we can talk about that a little bit, the biggest challenge always was the vocal. I mean, you know, with guitar sounds, with the bass, with main stage, you can basically recreate any sound you were using in the studio, you know, for the production. And the biggest sound challenge was always, how can we get the vocal up and running? And so we're working with Ableton as well. We have some stems that we're using, and we're just running off some effects and stuff like that from Ableton actually. But then we're also using Autotune live and a couple of other effects. I think it's the best and most stable system we ever had.
Yeah. We are coming from 6 laptops down to this, which is still a big thing, but
you can close it up, you can bring it to any festival, which is great. We're gonna bring it to the festivals when we play in the summer. So yeah.
You plug in power and you're good to go, which is amazing. I mean,
how long can it run when the power shuts off?
45 minutes.
45 minutes. That's pretty amazing.
I mean, PA is shut off as well, but at least we're gonna hear it. It's working. So.
And the backing tracks. You can play.
Yeah.
And also, if anything like breaks down, it switches immediately to the B setup, and you don't hear it. I mean, we tried it a couple of times. You can't hear it on your ears.
And we send the set list to the whole crew in the backyard, and they can see in which part of the song they are, and for change the bass, for change the guitar, that every stuff is in time.
I didn't even know that. I thought they just know it. But
the whole stage.
Secret is out.
Perfect. So
I thought Max already knows.
A crew rehearsal.
Exactly. Yeah, it sends all signals to the small rack, to the MIDI stations, and then.
Only a network cable, it's no MIDI cable. We have a big network on stage.
This is where the magic happens, huh? Maybe first of all, introduce your little friend right here.
This is Froggy.
This is a lucky frog.
The lucky frog. Everyone has to touch it before the show, and then the show is going to be great. Don't make out with him. Just like a little rub is fine. Okay. You know. Yeah, then this is my station. This is where everything happens. So maybe we can explain this. This sometimes we just use for sub bass too, which is really cool. So MIDI signals is getting sent through the MOOC, and then
automatically plays live.
It plays live with me. And then again, like I'm using these as MIDI controllers most of the time. We're also using the D-Beam, which is quite cool for like cutoff filters and stuff like that. And then I have my hand Sonic, where I'm triggering a bunch of sounds, and all coming through the Mothership.
And on the whole network, we send the whole program changes, that nobody must change the programs on the guitar or on the hand Sonic or SPDSX. That's always just like, okay, the song start and
Everything's automated. Yeah, it's like I don't even have to switch
The
sounds
only
anymore.
one who has to press a button is me. So,
yeah,
huh?
yeah, the piano button.
Piano.
Yeah, for once, yeah.
Yeah, no, but anything else is pretty much just programmed, and everything is running through MIDI, which is amazing. So, and it's very stable. It hasn't let us down once.
And also like for line checks, we also like to use like Abel said on the phone, and we can check if like things are changing.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's also very cool.
Yeah, so you can even control it through
Your phone. Which is a little scary to me as well,
Yeah.
but yeah.
But we have all locked
yeah,
the whole state from the crew. Only
Yeah.
we can
yeah,
press
only
play.
you, only you guys can do it. Yeah, cool.
And thanks again to Thomann, who helped us and supported us by rebuilding the mothership. And yeah, we are really happy that we have an all new setup, which is state of the art.
Woo!